From Kicks 96, your station for sports, it's time for middle school basketball. With tonight's play-by-play, here's Bill Skelton.
A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Kicks 96 and HCMS Television Sports Exclusive, coming to you live from the Hickman County Middle School Gymnasium in Centerville, Tennessee. It'll be the battle of Hickman County as the East Lady Eagles are the visitors tonight in our opening game. They will face the Lady Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School. The East Lady Eagles come into tonight's contest. They are 5-2 overall, coming off a big victory against Hillsborough last week. That game played last Thursday. They won that game 23-19. The Lady Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School are 9-2 overall. They are 4-1 in the district. They're coming off of a big victory against Lewis County, in which they avenged an earlier loss in the season. So it should be an exciting night of basketball here in Hickman County. We'll take a break. We'll break right here for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back with some more pregame information. You're listening to Hickman County East Hickman basketball. See Bill Skelton with you for Kicks 96 Sports. As we said in the intro, we want to welcome you folks to another Kicks 96 broadcast, as well as our viewership as HCMS Television here tonight to telecast this game. It will be presented by tape delay. Those of you listening on radio, of course, are hearing it now live. It will be taped and it will be replayed over local cable channel 99. The air date for that is Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So for those of you folks listening, if you'd like to tune in, see what the game that you're listening to looks like, tune to cable channel 99. It is the battle of Hickman County, as we said, as the East Hickman Lady Eagles on the floor in the midst of their pregame warm-ups. They will be playing, of course, the Lady Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School. Both teams have excellent girls basketball teams. Both schools do, I should say, as both teams very competitive. As we said, the overall record for the Lady Eagles, they will be the visiting team. And, of course, the Lady Eagles come into tonight's game 5-2 overall. The Lady Eagles with a loss on their schedule to Lewis County and a loss to Linden. Earlier in the season, the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs were also defeated by Lewis County. The Lady Dogs avenged that loss. That occurred last Thursday night, when in what is one of the best middle school basketball games you could ever hope to see, when the Lady Bulldogs came away with a victory as they avenged that earlier loss. That was an overtime loss. That game was played at Lewis County. The game last week played here at Hickman County Middle School. And so both of these teams very even, both in records and also very even competitively. And so this should be an exciting night of basketball action. And let's see, hang on just a second. Let me ask Mr. Cood here to find out what he needs here. We're being told that there are no officials on site, and so we may have a little bit of time to fill here, and that'll work out well for us because that'll give us some time to do some commercials and some of the things that we need to do. Officials not yet here, and everybody is ready to go. Both teams are warmed up, but the officials have not yet arrived on the scene. The original game time scheduled to be 6 o'clock. That's approximately 2.5 minutes or so from now. And, of course, as soon as the officials get here and we get things back underway, we will be ready for the opening tip-off. Tell you what we'll do. We'll break right here for another couple of minutes, let you hear from some of our fine sponsors. And Hickman County Middle School on the campus of Hickman County Middle School in the gymnasium in Centerville, Tennessee. Bill Skelton with you for Kicks 96 Sports. We're all set to bring you the contest for supremacy in Hickman County. The East Hickman Lady Eagles have completed their pregame warm-ups. So have the Lady Bulldogs from Hickman County, and we see the officials finally showing up on the scene, and that's going to be a relief to everybody. The athletic director at Hickman County Middle School Bill Coot, and I know he is a happy man to see the officials show up. And so we're not too far away from getting things back underway. What we'll do is we'll check with the timekeeper and see exactly how much time we have before the opening tip-off. Again, this should be an exciting night of basketball, as particularly the girls' game, as both teams have some good athletes. For Hickman County Middle School, they will start 8th graders exclusively. They will start Whitney Van Dross. She wears number 14. Kelly Smithson will be one of the big rebounders in the middle for the Lady Dogs. Maggie Hutchins will be in charge of running the offense on the outside for Hickman County. Ashley Thomas, also one of the guards for Hickman County, and Thomas will see a lot of ball handling action. And then Michelle Brazel will be on the inside. All are 8th graders. And we are, I think, about to get the introductions of the starting lineups here. We're being asked to stand for our national anthem, and we will stand, and we will pick some of that up as it's going to be sung here. So we'll try to get some of that for you. National anthem sung for us by Miss Rachel Sawyer. Excellent job of the national anthem, Miss Rachel. Bill Coot tells me he's going to let me sing the national anthem here one night. Just as soon as they need to clear the building immediately, I'll get to sing it and everybody will run out and leave. Now we're about set for the introductions. Our starting lineups. Introduced first will be the East visitors. Introduced first will be number 5. That's Kayla Shepard. And then introduced next, let's see, that's number 22. That will be Sarah Pate. Then following her, number 10, that's Dana Spar. Then number 33, Alicia Westerbeck. And then let's see, rounding out the starting lineup will be number 21, Jennifer Dawson, for the 5-2 East Lady Eagles. And now the introductions for Hickman County Middle School. As we said, they will start all 8th graders. They will come from deep in the confines of their dressing room. And let's see, introduced first for the Lady Dogs. That's number 25. That's Michelle Brazel. Brazel strong inside player. Then number 14, Whitney Van Dross. Van Dross, good ball handler on the outside. Number 15, Kelly Smithson. Smithson, good rebounder, good post player. Then number 24, Ashley Thomas. And rounding out the starting lineup will be number 21, Maggie Hutchins. Hutchins will be, of course, the point guard. And we're about ready for the opening tip-off here as both teams meet. Glad to have you folks along with us for an exciting night of basketball. Big night for HCMS television. We're attempting to do our first telecast of a sporting event here in Hickman County, and this is the first of what we hope will be many joint ventures with Kicks 96 Sports as Steve Turner and the folks at Kicks 96 kind enough to allow us to use the audio portion of tonight's program. Again, we'll remind you with a programming note that this game will be replayed over local cable channel 99, and it will air at 6 o'clock this Wednesday. Tip set to get underway. Set to jump is Smithson. Smithson with the tip, controlled over to Hutchins. Hutchins with it now, back out, comes to the center court to Van Dross. Van Dross looks to set the offense for the Lady Dogs. Van Dross with a dish over to Hutchins. Maggie Hutchins works to her right, now back top of the key. Now they dish it down deep in the corner, now back out to Hutchins. 2-3 zone defensively for the Lady Eagles. Here's a dish down the corner. Brazel off the baseline with a shot that hits the rim, bounds up, through, and good as the Lady Dogs take the lead 2-0 with play just underway in the first quarter. Alicia Westerbeck with a pass, stolen away, knocked out of bounds. Getting a hand on it for Hickman County was Whitney Van Dross, but Van Dross lost it out of bounds before she could corral the loose ball. And so it will be East Hickman with possession. Westerbeck into the front court for the Lady Eagles. Westerbeck with a dish to Shepard. Shepard back to Westerbeck. Now to Dawson. Now down on the baseline, they work it to Spar. Spar cut off there. Back out to Shepard. Shepard 15-foot jumper bottom. There's Shepard deadly that time from the left wing, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Into the front court. Quickly the Lady Dogs. Maggie Hutchins at top of the key to set the offense. Dishes left over to Van Dross. Van Dross working off the dribble. Dish inside. Smithson spins, shoots her shot. No good. Rebound hauled in by Pate for the Lady Eagles. Pate with a give over to Westerbeck, and Westerbeck now into the front court. Long cross-court pass over to Shepard. Shepard on the left wing. Off the dribble, works down to the baseline, turns and shoots. Her shot good, and the Lady Eagles takes the lead 4-2. Hickman County into the front court now, the Lady Bulldogs. There's a dish over to Thomas. Thomas back over to Van Dross. Looked at a three, turns it down. Van Dross on the dribble, down to Brazel in the corner. Back to Van Dross, eyes a three, guns a three, too hard. Westerbeck with the rebound for the Lady Eagles as Alicia Westerbeck, good rebounding position, hauls in the rebound. Then here's a dish down for a shot that is no good. Dawson with the shot, the rebound by East Hickman. Now back out top of the key, it comes to Dawson. Then Dawson off the dribble, almost lost it down in the right corner, but gets it over to Westerbeck. Westerbeck back to Dawson, back to Shepard. 2-3 zone defensively from the Lady Dogs. Shepard has the ball slapped away, but saves it. Van Dross there defensively for the Lady Dogs. Back to Dawson. Dawson now with a dish on the inside. Brings it to Pate. Pate spins, drives to the hooper, shot up. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Dogs. Coming down with that rebound, number 25, Brazel, and we have got a timeout asked for by Hickman County. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. Are back with play underway. The Lady Dogs with possession, looking to tie it up. The Dogs trail 4-2. Here's a dish over to Thomas, now back over to Hutchins. Hutchins down deep in the corner to Brazel. Brazel pass inside, wanted Smithson there, but the pass stolen away by the Lady Eagles. Spar coming up with the intercept and then leaves it for Westerbeck. Westerbeck at the top of the key over to Spar. Spar on the right wing. Dish to Dawson, back to Spar, and then Spar travels with the basketball. As the Lady Eagles had a good idea, they wanted to go inside. Spar was there, but she shuffled the feet and turned the ball over. 2:48 left to go in the first quarter of play. Maggie Hutchins into the front court over to Van Dross for the Lady Dogs. Van Dross, left wing, kicked it cross court. Thomas, eyes a three, guns a three. No good. Rebounded by Hickman County, and then the putback, no good. Is coming down with that rebound. Whitney Van Dross, an eighth grader. Van Dross's putback was no good, but Van Dross was fouled on the attempt, and so Whitney Van Dross will be at the charity stripe for the Lady Dogs, looking to tie the game with 2 free throws. Van Dross set to gun, eyes the mark, gun first free throw good. Score 4-3. Both teams a little tentative offensively so far in the first quarter as both teams feeling each other out. This is the first meeting of these two schools this season. Second free throw on the way, it rattles, but rattles through good. And so we're tied at 4 apiece. It will be Shepard set to bring it in for East Hickman and gets it in to Pate. Pate cut off, kicked it back ahead up to Shepard. Lost it, double dribble. Shepard did not make a clean reception of the pass and then double dribble the basketball, and so the Lady Eagles will turn it over, and it will be the Lady Dogs to inbound backcourt. And they bring it in to Hutchins. Hutchins into the front court for the Lady Dogs over to Thomas. Thomas looks, shakes, bakes. Now they dish it left wing over to Van Dross. Down in the corner, Smithson, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound by the Lady Dogs. Brazel hauling down that rebound for Hickman County. Put it back up. Couldn't get her shot to go, but she was fouled. That foul whistled on Alicia Westerbeck out of the Lady Eagles as Westerbeck picks up her first foul of the night. Free throw on the way. Brazel, it is no good as her shot. Just a little too hard, hit the back of the rim. Michelle Brazel, an 8th grader here at Hickman County Middle School. Second free throw, big arch on the ball, no good. Westerbeck on the floor with possession, and then a jump ball enacted as Hickman County coming in to tie Westerbeck up, and so it will be on the possession era, the Lady Eagles to bring it in the backcourt. Shepard with the pass into Westerbeck, and now Westerbeck across the timeline, works down to the right corner, cut off dish inside. Spar with a shot that is good. Nice entry pass by Westerbeck as she found Spar wide open underneath the basket to score 6-4 with 1:45 left to go in the first quarter. Pass over to Thomas, back to Hutchins. 15-foot jumper, too hard. Spar with the rebound for East Hickman. Spar then over to Westerbeck, and Westerbeck looks to set the offense for the Lady Eagles. Westerbeck on the right wing, kicks it over to Dawson. Dawson back to Westerbeck. Westerbeck looks inside, finds Pate there. Pate curls into the paint for a shot that's good. And the Lady Eagles up 8-4 the score. The biggest lead of the ball game is East Hickman up by 4 points with 1:11 left to go in the first quarter. Van Dross, right wing, pass inside, wanted Smithson, but the ball stolen away. Pate there, then Pate throws it away. As Pate came down with the rebound and wanted to more or less just hand it over to Alicia Westerbeck, but Westerbeck couldn't control it and lost it out of bounds. It will be Courtney Field to inbound for Hickman County, and Field's pass picked off by Westerbeck as Field attempts to enter the ball into playing position. Westerbeck now on the right wing. Down it comes to Dawson. Dawson down on the baseline. Dish inside to Spar, but Spar travels. Her shot was good, but steps taken before she got her shot off, and so the shot will not count. Now, 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Lady Eagles up by 4, 8-4 the score. Top of the key, Hutchins over to Van Dross. Cross court, Thomas, guns, 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Van Dross, and then Van Dross fouled on a push as there was a collision between the Lady Eagles and the Eagles. That foul will be whistled on Alicia Westerbeck, and that will be her second foul of the ball game. And so Westerbeck, with 2 fouls in the first quarter, will have to come out and take a rest. And to replace her will be Crystal Edwards for East Hickman. The inbounds pass, Courtney Field into Thomas, back to Hutchins. Hutchins at the top of the key. Left wing, Van Dross. Right wing to Thomas. Entry pass into Smithson, stolen away. Pace there for the steal for East Hickman, as Hickman County perhaps trying to go inside a little too much. East Hickman with some height on the inside. Dawson with it for the Lady Eagles. Dawson's pass slapped out of bounds on the baseline, and it will be touched last by the Lady Dogs, and so it will be East Hickman to inbound underneath their own basket with 14 seconds left to go. They bring it into Dawson. Dawson off the dribble. Top of the key, stolen away by Van Dross. Van Dross on the dribble, into the paint, layup, no good, rebound, jump ball whistle. Is there for the rebound. Let's see, that was Edwards for East Hickman. And not sure for the Lady Dogs. Here, quickly inbound pass, 3-point shot on the way. It is no good, and there's the buzzer that ends the first quarter with East Hickman leading by 4, the score 8-4. We'll break right here for 1 minute, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. With the possession on the inbound play, a dish down low to Spar, and then Spar fouled as Dana Spar worked the right baseline, got into good shooting position, was hacked on the arm, fouled in the act of shooting, and so Dana Spar will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles up by 4 points, 8-4 the score. Spar can increase the 4-point lead. First free throw, however, missed. As Spar a little off the mark, that shot wide right. But she will have another. Second free throw on the way. This one rattles and falls through good. And so the score now 9-4, a 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the ball game for East Hickman. Dish over to Van Dross. Cross court. Thomas thought the 3, pulls it back down, gives it to Hutchins. Back over it comes to Van Dross. Back cross court over to Thomas. Guns a 3, bottom. Was it a 3? No, it's a 2. She had her foot on the line. And so the score 9-6, lead whittled down to 3 by the Lady Dogs. Then in the backcourt, a steal by Hickman County. A pass underneath to Smithson. Smithson with a shot that's no good. Smithson with the rebound to put back good. Smithson bobbled the first shot, but the second shot was good. And here's the ball lost out of bounds as Sarah Page, dribbling up the sideline, just simply dribbled it off her foot under defensive pressure from Hickman County. And so the Lady Eagles turn it over. The score 9-8 now. The lead cut to 1. And the Lady Dogs looking to take the lead. Hutchins at the top of the court, top of the key, kicks it over to Van Dross. Long pass intended down in the corner for Smithson, but that pass too hard and thrown away. And so the Lady Eagles will regain position on the ball handling area by Hickman County. And so Shepard from East Hickman will inbound. Full court pressure by the Dogs. They get it in to Edwards. Edwards back to Shepard. Shepard double teamed on the sideline. Long pass up ahead to Dawson. Dawson with a 3-on-2 breakaway for a shot that's up and good. Dawson off the right wing, pulled up, shot the 12-foot. Jay got it to fall. The score 11-8 as East Hickman now back up by 3. They've led by as many as 5 in the first half. Cross-court pass to kick it over to Van Dross. Inside pass to Smithson. Smithson shot blocked. Pate there defensively as Smithson spun, wanted to put it up. Pate with a hand on it, and Pate with the steal on the loose ball. Now they kick it to Dawson into the offensive end. Dawson comes down low to Spar. Spar wants to shoot Keener. Shot blocked. There was Smithson, and then finally a foul from behind. As Spar off the right low block wanted to shoot, put it up twice. Smithson got a hand on it, and then a foul whistle on Hickman County. That foul is on Maggie Hutchins. And so it will be the Lady Eagles to inbound underneath their own basket, and they bring it into Pate. Pate then with a dish over to, let's see, who is that? With dish up for a shot that is good. The inbound play came into Dawson, and the shot good, and so the lead back to 5, 13-8, as East Hickman with the bucket on the inside. Back top of the key, Hutchins over to Van Dross on the left wing. Van Dross looks inside, goes inside to Smithson, back out to Hutchins, back inside to Smithson, spins, shoots her shot, no good, but she's fouled on the arm. Hickman County trying to go inside almost exclusively to Kelly Smithson. Smithson that time working off the right block. Couldn't get her shot to go, but did draw the foul, and so Smithson at the free throw line for the Lady Dogs, and Smithson's first free throw rims out, no good. She will have 2, however. She was fouled in the act of shooting. Smithson can cut the lead to 4 here with this free throw, and does as she makes her second of 2 free throws. And so the Shepard sets the inbound, brings it into Pate, nearly stolen away by Hutchins. Pate still in the backcourt, bothered. 10-second count on. They get it over to Shepard, and Shepard across the timeline just in time. Is Shepard down the right wing with a shot that is no good. Rebounded by Courtney Field. Foul whistled on East Hickman. Field there for that rebound. That foul is on number 10, Dana Spar, for the Lady Eagles. So Hickman County with possession. Into the front court comes Hutchins. Hutchins now top of the key, kicks it over to Thomas. Now over to Van Dross on the right wing. Down in the corner it comes Smithson. Inside Fields, looks to spin, shoot, can't, kicks it back to Smithson. Cross court, Thomas, 15-foot jumper, too hard. Rebounded by Crystal Edwards, and then Edwards travels with the basketball as the Lady Dogs were there defensively, and Edwards shuffled the feet. says the official. So Courtney Field will inbound for the Lady Dogs. Brings it in Smithson. Smithson, 6-foot jumper, no good. Field with the rebound and put back, good. Courtney Field, good rebounding position that time. Came up with the missed shot and put it back up. Pate up the sideline. Kicks it down the inside to Edwards. Cross over to Spar for a shot that's good. 15-11, the lead back to 4. As the Lady Eagles maintaining the lead since midway in the first quarter. Shot on the way, missed. Thomas with the shot for Hickman County. Her shot no good. East Hickman with the rebound. Working up the right side is Shepard rather, now over to Dawson. Dawson down in the corner. Entry pass inside the Spar. Her shot up too hard. Rebound taken away by Hickman County. Maggie Hutchins with it. Quickly up ahead to Van Dross. Van Dross drives down to the baseline, and she is fouled. Van Dross looked to go to the hoop that time and was fouled. And so the Lady Dogs will inbound underneath their own basket. Alicia Westerbeck checks back in for East Hickman. Also Brazel coming in for the Lady Dogs. As Field will come out. Also Edwards out for East Hickman. Top of the key. Van Dross with it. Dish down low. Kick it back out. Thomas. 10-foot jumper. Bottom. Score 15-13 now. The lead cut to 2 into the front court. Westerbeck with a lead. Down in the corner it comes to Dawson. Dawson with a shot. Good. 17-13 the lead. Back up to 4. Thomas. Cross court. Van Dross. Corner. Dish it down to Brazel. Brazel inside. Smithson spin shoots. Her shot partially blocked. Edwards there got a hand on it, and then traveling calls on the rebound as Edwards came away with the rebound and took steps in the corner. And so the Lady Dogs will inbound underneath their own basket. The score 17-13. East Hickman up by 4. Lady Dogs with possession, however, as they inbound underneath their own basket. Hutchins, top of the key, swings it right wing to Van Dross, now to Thomas. Thomas inside, Field shot, partially blocked by Pate. Brazel there for the rebound, lost it momentarily, and the loose ball picked up by Crystal Edwards for East Hickman. Edwards up ahead to Pate. Pate down the left side of the lane, cut off there, kicks it over to Dawson. Dawson with a shot that is no good. And then a foul whistled underneath the basket on the rebound. Foul is going to be on East Hickman. It'll be on East Hickman's number 22, Sarah Pate. And so that will be the 7th team foul for East Hickman in the first half. And so that will put Hickman County in the 1-and-1, and it will put Maggie Hutchins at the charity stripe to shoot for the Lady Dogs. Hutchins can whittle the lead to 2 with 2 free throws here. First free throw on the way, no good. Pate with the rebound for East Hickman. Pate then gets it quickly over to Edwards, and then Edwards to Dawson. Dawson now front court for the Lady Dogs down to Westerbeck. Westerbeck on the right baseline, cut off, lost it out of bounds. They're going to say touch last by Hickman County. Smithson back in for the Lady Dogs, and Courtney Field will check out for Hickman County. Inbound pass comes in. They bring it into Dawson. Dawson with a shot that is no good, rebounded by Hickman County. Quickly up ahead to Van Dross. Van Dross off the dribble at the top of the key. Works left, now goes down to right corner to Brazel, and then Brazel's going to be fouled. As sliding down defensively, Crystal Edwards a little late getting there. It's going to be called for the block. And let's see, they should be in the 1-and-1, I believe, Mr. Fisham. He signals that. And so that will put the Lady Dogs at the free throw line. Therefore, Hickman County will be Michelle Brazel. Brazel to shoot the 1-and-1. Lead remains at 4. Free throw on the way, good. High arch on Brazel's shot, but she gets it to fall. She will, however, have another. Michelle Brazel, 8th grader, shot on the way, in and out. Rebounded Hickman County. Van Dross up with it, put back, no good, but Van Dross is fouled. think it's going to be on Pate. We'll see as the official comes over. Nope, it's going to be on Westerbeck, and that'll be Westerbeck's third foul of the ball game. And so Alicia Westerbeck in some bit of foul trouble here with 34 seconds left to go in the first half. At the free throw line is Van Dross. Shoots the 1-and-1. First of her two charity tosses. First one is good. She'll get another. Westerbeck will have to check out for East Hickman. Stacy Wright will come in to replace her. Westerbeck with 3 fouls in the first half. At the free throw line for the second of 2 free throws, Van Dross. Van Dross' second free throw good. The lead now cut to 1, 17-16. And so East Hickman to bring it in. They get it into Shepherd. Shepherd then loses it momentarily, not yet in the front court. Double dribble. Shepherd got cut off in the back court, had no place to go, and double dribbled the basketball and turned it over. And so it will be Van Dross to inbound as Whitney will bring it in to Maggie Hutchins. Back to Van Dross, down in the corner. It comes to Brazel. 15, now 17, no, make it 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Top of the key, over it comes right wing, Van Dross, 3-point shot, no good, rebounded by East. Coming down to that rebound, Pate, and Pate ahead to Shepherd. Back top of key, Dawson shoots a 3 short. And that's the buzzer that ends the first half of play with the Lady Eagles from East Hickman leading by 1. The score, 17-16. We'll break right here for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. For this exciting middle school basketball, we're at halftime of the girls' game, where the Lady Eagles from East Hickman lead the score 17-16, as the Lady Eagles have led throughout most of the first half, but the lead has been relatively close. At one point, East Hickman built the lead to 5, and now that lead chopped down to 1 point. The scoring in the first half of tonight's ball game for the visiting Lady Eagles from East Hickman. Kayla Shepherd hit a couple of buckets in the first quarter. Shepherd with a total of 4 points in the first half of tonight's ball game. Sarah Pate, a good job rebounding. Pate, one of the taller, stronger players on the inside for East Hickman. Pate with a bucket in the first quarter and another bucket in the second quarter. Pate with a total of 4 points in the ball game. Dana Spar, big rebounder on the inside for East Hickman. Spar hit a bucket in the first quarter, came back and added another bucket in the second quarter, plus a free throw to have 5 points in the first half. And then Dawson with a couple of buckets in the second quarter of play for a total of 4 points in the first half. The leading scorer for the Lady Eagles, Dana Spar, with a total of 5 points in the first half. Now, for Hickman County Middle School. Scoring for Hickman County Middle School starting tonight, Michelle Brazel. Brazel hit a bucket in the first quarter, missed a couple of free throws, but came back in the second quarter and added a free throw for a total of 3 points in the first half for Brazel. Whitney Van Dross. Van Dross hit a couple of free throws in the first quarter, came back in the second quarter, added another couple of charity tosses, a total of 4 points in the first half for Van Dross. And then Kelly Smithson. Smithson, obviously, offensively, the Lady Dogs have tried to go inside. They felt like they could make some hay in the paint with Smithson, and they have gone to her several times. To East's credit, they have defended Smithson well. Smithson did, however, hit a bucket and a free throw in the second quarter. Kelly Smithson with a total of 3 points in the first half. Ashley Thomas, a good outside shooter for Hickman County. Thomas hit a couple of buckets in the second quarter from the left wing, total of 4 points in the ball game for Ashley Thomas. Also scoring for Hickman County, Courtney Field. Field with a bucket in the second quarter. Field with a total of 2 points in the first half. At the end of the first quarter play, the Lady Eagles were up by 4. The score 8-4 at the end of the half. That lead whittled to 1 as East Hickman maintains the lead 17-16. We'll break right here for another 2 minutes, and then we'll be back with more East Hickman County. Bill Skelton here for Kicks 96 Sports. The battle for supremacy in Hickman County, a battle more so for bragging rights in Hickman County. This is the first of two meetings between these two schools. The return match will be scheduled after the Christmas break, January the 10th. That game will be played at East Hickman. And so lots of basketball on tap. Glad to have you folks along for this middle school basketball game. The Lady Eagles from East Hickman holding on to a slender 1-point lead, led by as many as 5 in the first half. Now lead by 17-16, and we're about set to get play underway in the second half. It will be Hickman County to inbound to start the second half of play. It will be Maggie Hutchins set to bring it into Ashley Thomas. Thomas with the pass, takes it to the top of the key. Over to Van Dross, left wing. Back to Thomas, back to Van Dross. Down in the corner to Brazel. Brazel, long pass back out top. It comes over to Thomas, back to Van Dross. Guns a three, bottom. Thomas with the three from the left wing. That's her favorite spot on the floor, and she can sink that shot. And so just that quickly, Hickman County up by 2. Pate on the other end, dish over to Spar, shot no good. Smithson there for the rebound, and then a foul whistled on East Hickman. And let's see, that's going to be on Spar. As Dana Spar picking up that foul quickly will have to come out for the Lady Eagles. It will be Crystal Edwards who comes in to replace her. And so it will be Pate. Pate set to inbound. And let's see, I think the official's trying to correct it. It should be Hickman County's basketball. And now the official straightened it out. So Brazel will inbound for the Lady Dogs. Brazel brings it into Thomas. Thomas across the timeline now at the top of the key. Left wing over to Van Dross, now to the right wing to Thomas, back to Hutchins. Hutchins looks, gun, three on the way, no good. Pate with the rebound for East Hickman. Pate in with the leave over to Shepard, and Shepard into the front court to set the offense. Looks for and dishes it over to Dawson. Dawson on the left wing, penetrates, kicks it off, Westerbeck. Westerbeck, baseline jumper, good. 19 apiece as we're knotted up in a seesaw battle here in Hickman County. At the top of the key, Thomas. Down in the corner, Brazel. Back out it comes to Hutchins, rather. Hutchins then with the pass over to Thomas, and they've got a charge call underneath, and I think this was away from the basketball. It may be on Smithson. Indeed, that's the call. It's Kelly Smithson trying to get low post position, picks up the charge. And so East Hickman will have possession. It will be Westerbeck coming into the front court with the basketball for the Lady Eagles. Westerbeck's in with the leave over to Dawson. Dawson looks inside, nobody there, kicks it back out to Edwards, left wing. Edwards down to the baseline, cut off, back over it comes to Dawson. Dawson back to Shepard. Shepard looks to drive, can't, cut off, leaves it for Dawson. Dawson to Westerbeck. Westerbeck in the right corner, looking inside, cutters through the lane, and finally to dish it inside to Edwards, but Edwards lost her balance and travel with the basketball. And so the Lady Dogs set to inbound. It will be Brazel. Brazel to bring it in to Maggie Hutchins as Hutchins comes in across the timeline and looks at a 2-3 zone. Long cross-court pass. Van Dross eyes a three, guns a three, no good. Rebounded by East Hickman. Coming down with that rebound, Crystal Edwards. Edwards then quickly over to Westerbeck into the front court. Westerbeck right wing leaves it back out top of the key for Dawson. Dawson back to Shepard, spin, shoots, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hutchins of Hickman County. Hutchins then inside, it comes to Van Dross, shoots her shot, partially blocked, rebounded by the Lady Eagles. Pate coming down with it for the Lady Eagles up ahead to Westerbeck. Westerbeck looks to drive, works to the baseline, then leaves it for Pate. Pate with a 6-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hickman County as Kelly Smithson hauls in the rebound for the Lady Dogs. Smithson then with the leave over to Thomas. Thomas over to Van Dross, and now they're guarding Van Dross much closer. Inside it comes to Shepard, or inside it comes to Smithson. Smithson with a shot that's no good, rebounded by Edwards. for the Lady Eagles. Edwards over to Westerbeck, and Westerbeck into the front court, and Westerbeck asks for and receives a timeout. We're tied at 19 apiece. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman basketball. Down for the Eagles. Swings it over to Van Dross on the right wing. Van Dross back to Thomas, over to Hutchins. Hutchins looks at a cutter but couldn't get it there, and now it comes inside to Smithson. Off the dribble, shot up, good. Pretty move by Kelly Smithson. Worked the dribble one step, got a little closer, put it up good. 21-19. Hickman County up by 2. Now down to Dawson. Dawson down in the corner. Pass stolen away. Brazel there for the steal. Brazel kicks it over to Thomas, and Thomas into the front court for Hickman County. Hickman County leading by 2, looking to build on that lead. Long pass over to Hutchins. Down in the corner, Brazel. Brazel baseline jumper too hard. Rebound scramble for Brazel coming up with the loose ball. Back over it comes Thomas. Guns a 3 short. Air ball lost out of bounds. It will be East Hickman's basketball with 1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Thomas with a good look at the basket from the left wing. Shot just a little short of the mark. Alicia Westerbeck into the front court for East Hickman. Cut off, top of the key. Leaves it over for Dawson. Dawson, Hutchins there defensively, nearly lost it, saves it over to Westerbeck. Westerbeck down on the baseline, cut off, back to Dawson in the corner. Dawson then has a reach-in tie up as Maggie Hutchins there defensively reaches in and gets the jump call. The possession era will favor, however, East Hickman. So it will be the Lady Eagles set the inbound. Here's the inbound pass. It's saved, almost went out of bounds. Shepard there to come up with the loose ball. And then Shepard, bothered by Hutchins defensively, tied up and finally gets it over to Westerbeck. Westerbeck down in the right corner. Shot, no good. Edwards, rebound, the putback, good. And we're tied at 21 apiece. We were tied at 16, now tied at 21. Into the front court comes Hickman County with possession. Over to Van Dross. Van Dross to Hutchins, back to Van Dross. Cross court, Thomas. Back to Hutchins. Eyes a 3, guns a 3, in and out. Rebound, there's Van Dross for Hickman County. Van Dross with it, circles back out near the center court circle, cycles up the offense for the Lady Dogs. Cross over to Thomas, now to Van Dross, now back over to Thomas, down in the corner, Brazel. Brazel left baseline, pass over to Smithson for shot, good. Pretty play that time as Brazel worked the left baseline and then made a nice bounce pass over to Smithson for the bucket. Up the floor, Edwards, and then Edwards had lost it nearly out of bounds. They're going to say touch last. Now, I think Hutchins, as Maggie Hutchins was there defensively, got a hand in and knocked it out of bounds. The Lady Eagles set the inbound, bring it into Edwards. Edwards looking at defensive pressure from Van Dross, looks to go inside, wants paint, the ball stolen away. Coming up with steal, the Lady Dogs quickly up ahead to Thomas. Thomas with a layup, bottom. 25-21, the Lady Dogs up by 4. That's the biggest lead for Hickman County. The steal on the inbound pass into Smithson. Smithson with a layup, good. 27-21, and that's the buzzer that ends the third quarter of play as the Lady Dogs put on a spurt to close out the third quarter. They lead by 6. We'll break right here for 1 minute, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. To start the fourth quarter, over to Thomas, back to Van Dross, back to Thomas, cross court over to Hutchins, back over to Van Dross, back to Thomas as the Lady Dogs work the ball around the perimeter. 2-3 zone defensively from East Hickman. Here's the lead down to Hutchins. Hutchins in the right wing, cut off, gets it back over to Van Dross. Van Dross off the dribble, leaves it to Thomas, now to Brazel in the left corner. Back out top of the key, and the Lady Dogs reset the offense. Back over to Thomas, now back to Van Dross, back to Thomas, three-point shot, bottom. They cannot leave Ashley Thomas alone there. If they do, she will make that shot. She has made 2 from identically the same spot. Here's the inbounds pass, almost thrown away, but saved by Edwards, and then a foul whistle. I think it's going to be on Maggie Hutchins as Hutchins reaching in, trying to come up with that loose ball, and Hutchins reached in. No foul is going to be on, timeout asked for, no foul. Timeout asked for by East Hickman. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Hickman County East Hickman basketball. Dogs up by 9. The score 30-21, the biggest lead for either team. East Hickman has led by as many as 5, but a late third quarter spurt by the Lady Dogs to build the lead to 9 points, 30-21, primarily on the back of good outside shooting by the Lady Dogs. Ashley Thomas in particular with 2 big three-pointers in the second half of this ball game. It will be Shepard to inbound for East Hickman. Shepard brings it into Westerbeck. Westerbeck up the right sideline, cross-court pass, nearly deflected away by Hickman County, but saved over to Dawson, and Dawson with a shot that's good as Jennifer Dawson gets the 15-foot jumper to go. The score now 30-23, a 7-point lead for Hickman County. Top of the key, Van Dross steps up, guns a three, no good. Rebound batted around, and finally coming up with it is Pate for East Hickman. As Sarah Pate with the rebound gets it to Alicia Westerbeck. Westerbeck now with the leave over. It comes to Jennifer Dawson. Now back to Westerbeck. Westerbeck looks to penetrate. Cut off pass stolen away. Van Dross with good hands reaches in. Van Dross into the paint. Pulls up. Shoots the jumper. No good. Rebound knocked loose and a foul whistled underneath. It's going to be on Hickman County. As the Lady Dogs a little too aggressive, that foul is going to be on Whitney Van Dross. As Van Dross came in, tried to get the loose ball pushed off from behind. 4:17 left to go in the ball game. Westerbeck into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Ball stolen away by Brazel. Brazel with the steal. Takes it to the hoop for a layup. Good. 23-32 as the Lady Dogs beginning to pull away from East Hickman. The inbound play, they bring it into Pate. Pate in over to Shepard. Shepard, top of the key. Nice dish inside the spar for a shot that is no good. Brazel with the rebound for the Lady Dogs. So to Hutchins. Hutchins down inside to Smithson. Smithson with a shot that's no good. But Smithson with the rebound and finally gets it back over to Thomas. Now back to Hutchins. Now back to Van Dross as the Lady Dogs reset the offense. 1-2-2 offensive set for Hickman County. Left wing, they pass to Thomas. Top of the key or at the high post where it comes to Smithson. Smithson then passed and nearly knocked loose. Save by Van Dross over to Smithson. Smithson with a baseline jumper that's no good. Rebounded by East Hickman. Pate coming down with the rebound for the Lady Eagles. Now at the top of the key, Shepard. Shepard with a pass left wing to Dawson. And Dawson has the ball stolen away. Reaching in there was Hutchins. Hutchins up ahead to Thomas. Thomas drives into the lane for a layup. Good. And time out asked for by Hickman County as the Lady Dogs increase the lead to 11 to score 34-23. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. 1-point lead. And East Hickman with possession to get play back underway. And here's a pass to Pate and a foul from behind on Hickman County. That foul is going to be on Michelle Brazel for the Lady Dogs. And so East Hickman to inbound underneath their own basket. Inbound pass is stolen away. Smithson there with the steal and then gets the ball over to Hutchins. Smithson just kind of slid over into the passing lane and came up with the ball over to Van Dross. Van Dross on the left wing, stands, looks in as time clicks away. East Hickman cannot afford to leave her standing there. Van Dross pass inside. Smithson with the layup. Yes, sir. As Kelly Smithson gets the layup to go, the score 36-23. And then ball loose in the backcourt. Finally, Shepard picked it up for the Lady Eagles, and Shepard into the front court. Looks at a three, guns a three, too hard. Rebounded by Pate. Pate's foot back, partially blocked, and then Pate saves it over to Dawson. Dawson with the lead down in the corner. Westerbeck, 15-foot jumper, no good. Coming down to the rebound, Smithson for the Lady Dogs. Smithson over to Thomas, now over to Hutchins. Hutchins into the front court for Hickman County. 1:54 left to go in the ball game. Hutchins stands on the left wing. They've got to come guard her now. Smithson, pass inside. Smithson turns and shoots her shot good. That time the Lady Eagles caught a little bit napping. They are going to have to come out and defend. Westerbeck double team backcourt. Gets it finally to Shepard. Now over to Pate. Pate into the lane. Drives for a layup. No good. Rebounded by Hickman County. Brazel with the rebound, then lays it for Van Dross, and Van Dross pulls up and looks to work a little clock. 1:20 left to go. Now over it comes to Maggie Hutchins. Hutchins defended there by Shepard. Now over in the corner to Brazel. Brazel back out. It comes to Van Dross. Van Dross looks to drive, does, leaves it. Smithson, baseline jumper, in and out, foul on the rebound. It's going to be on Hickman County. As the Lady Dogs whistle for the foul, that will be on Kelly Smithson, and East Hickman now needs a timeout. The head coach, Jenny McDonald, asking for a timeout. We'll break right here for another 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. The ball game, the Lady Dogs up now by a commanding 15 points, as this was a seesaw battle back and forth until near the end of the third quarter, when the Lady Dogs hit a couple of outside shots, and it just seemed to unravel the seams for the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles set the inbound. They'll bring it into Westerbeck. Westerbeck nearly traveled in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Dawson, and Dawson just attempted pass to Spar, and that pass way off the mark, and the pass thrown away. And so the Lady Dogs with possession. Brazel will bring it into Maggie Hutchins for Hickman County. Hutchins across the timeline and leaves it for Thomas. Thomas dishes it over to Thomas. Thomas then back over to Van Dross, rather. Van Dross back to Thomas. Thomas eyes a three, guns a three, bottom. Kissed it off the glass, and a timeout asked for by Hickman County, East Hickman Middle School. We'll break right here for another 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Hickman County, East Hickman basketball. 41-23. Now in for Hickman County, number 12, that's Hannah Armstrong. Also there, number 23, Carrie Clark. Also in the ball game, number 11, that's Allison Cohen. Shot on the way, missed by East Hickman. Shepard, no, up with it finally. Shepard gets it as far as there. Shepard with the putback, it's no good. And the rebound tracked down. Carrie Clark with it. Clark up the sideline, kicks it inside to Courtney Field. Field with a pass back out for a jumper that's good. Allison Cohen with the shot at the buzzer as the Lady Bulldogs win the final score, 43-23, as the Lady Dogs win by 20. We'll break right here for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Hickman County, East Hickman Middle School basketball. And we've just concluded the first half of tonight's broadcast. The Lady Bulldogs victorious over the East Hickman Lady Eagles. The final score, 43-23, a 20-point victory for the Lady Bulldogs. And as Coach Brian Anglin from East Hickman and I were talking about during our break, this game was even through 3 quarters of play. At the end of 3 quarters, the Lady Dogs near the end of the third quarter hit a couple of shots, and just in the blink of an eye got up by 9 points, and then from there it seemed to unravel for the Lady Eagles as they perhaps lost a little bit of their composure, and from then on it was kind of a runaway train. The final score not really indicative of how close this ball game really was. 43-23 sounds like perhaps a pretty good margin, but this game, as we said, through 3 quarters of play, was a very, very close affair. And let's see, the Lady Bulldogs now, their record will go to 10-2 overall, as they came into tonight's record with a 9-2 record. So the Lady Dogs up their record to 10-2, and the Lady Eagles will fall to 5-3. The scoring in tonight's ball game, first for the visiting East Hickman Lady Eagles, Kayla Shepard. Shepard started tonight for Hickman County. Shepard had 4 points rather, in the first quarter, hit a couple of buckets and did not score in the rest of the ball game. Shepard with a total of 4 points in tonight's game. Sarah Pate hit a bucket in the first quarter, added another bucket in the second quarter. Pate with a total of 4 points in the game. Dana Spar. Spar, good rebounder on the inside for the Lady Eagles. Spar, good, strong, physical player on the inside. Spar hit a couple of buckets and a free throw in the first half of tonight's game. Did not score in the second half. Spar with a total of 5 points in the game. Alicia Westerbeck got into foul trouble as Westerbeck picked up 3 quick fouls in the first half of this ball game. Had to sit out quite a bit of time in the first half. Westerbeck did hit, however, a bucket in the third quarter as Alicia Westerbeck really far beneath what her normal scoring would be. Westerbeck with a total of 2 points in the ball game. And then Crystal Edwards hit a bucket in the third quarter and had 2 points at the end of the first half. The leading scorer for the Lady Eagles was Jennifer Dawson. Dawson hit a couple of buckets in the second quarter of play and then hit a final bucket in the fourth quarter as Dawson leads the way for East Hickman with 6 points on the night. Now the scoring for Hickman County Middle School. Michelle Brazel. Brazel started tonight. Brazel had 3 points rather, at the end of the first half of play. Added a bucket in the fourth quarter, and Brazel finishes up with a total of 5 points in tonight's ball game. Whitney Van Dross. Van Dross very active defensively. Van Dross coming up with some key steals. Van Dross had 4 points at the end of the first half, all on free throws, as Van Dross 4 from 4 in the first half from the free throw line, and then came back and added a three-pointer in the third quarter. Van Dross with a total of 7 points in the game tonight for the Lady Dogs. Maggie Hutchins. Hutchins started tonight rather, did not score in tonight's ball game, but Hutchins, an excellent job of handling the ball on the outside. Hutchins missed a free throw in the second quarter. Courtney Field hit a bucket in the second quarter and finishes the night with 2 points in the game. Also coming in the game, Allison Cohen, and Cohen hit a bucket in the fourth quarter of play, and Cohen with 2 points in the game for the Lady Dogs. And then the two leading scorers tonight for Hickman County with 13 points in the game, Kelly Smithson. Smithson had 3 at halftime, added 10 points in the second half to finish with 13. And then the leading scorer tonight for the Lady Dogs was Ashley Thomas. Thomas with 2 buckets in the second quarter, had 4 at half, and then came back in the second half of tonight's ball game and added an additional 10 points, as 6 of those 10 points coming on 2 3-point goals in the fourth quarter, as Thomas really hit a couple of key 3-pointers that kind of broke the game open for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, the leading scorer for Hickman County, Thomas with 14, Kelly Smithson with 13. For the East Eagles, Jennifer Dawson had 6, Dana Spar had 5. We'll break right here for 2 minutes. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back for some pregame information on the boys' game. You're listening to Hickman County East Hickman Middle School basketball. Middle school, as we're bringing you middle school basketball action. And if you're just tuning in, the Lady Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School won their ball game. The final score, 43-23, as the Lady Dogs come away with a big 20-point victory. The Lady Dogs record goes to 10-2 overall, and the Lady Eagles fall to 5-3 on the season. And so congratulations go out to Hickman County, as the Lady Bulldogs played well. So did the Lady Eagles from East Hickman. Both fine girls basketball teams. And now we're about set for the boys game. This should be an exciting ball game also, as the East Hickman Eagles yet to find their stride offensively. The East Hickman Eagles are 0-7 on the season, but they play really hard, and so they always have a chance to be in the ball game. The Bulldogs from Hickman County are coming off of a big win. They defeated Lewis County last Thursday night in a super exciting basketball game. And that was a tremendous basketball game. We had two of the best middle school games I think I have ever seen right here last Thursday night. So you folks, get out and support these middle school teams. I mean, you are going to see some kids that really love to play. All righty, now the introduction of players. For East Hickman being introduced first. Let me get my East Hickman roster out here. And I did not get them as they're introduced, but I'll pick it up as we go along. Let's see. Introduced was number 20. That's JoJo Walsh with the starting nod. Then number 24, David Russell. Number 31, Clay Rochelle. Starting Bradley McGahee wearing number 2. And then Joey Gibbons with the starting nod. No, make that Willie Smith starting. Now, Matthew Dotson being introduced for Hickman County. Dotson followed by number 22, Justin Powers. Then number 44, the hero of the ball game, Adam Lawson. Lawson played a tremendous ball game. Then number 33 being introduced, Grant Lever. And then let's see, rounding out, I did not see the last player to be introduced. We'll pick that up also. Zach Gordon, I suspect, who wears number 35, will be the final starter. We'll see if indeed that is true. Again, glad to have you folks along. This is a joint effort between Kicks 96 Radio and HCHS Television. This game is being taped. Our guys are out in the truck. We got cameras here all over the place. So if you're here, you better behave yourself, because you might show up on TV. But this game is being taped. It will be replayed. And again, we really want to thank Kicks 96 for being kind enough to allow our radio and TV broadcasting class at Hickman County High School, allowing us to use our audio portion of tonight's broadcast. And you folks want to see what this game looks like, tune in Wednesday night at 6 o'clock on cable channel 99. It'll be Dotson. Dotson sets the jump, and he will jump against Rochelle. Dotson controls it, and they get it over to Lever. Lever into the front court for Hickman County. Lever pass almost batted away, gets it to Dotson. Dotson shot a little too far underneath the basketball, loose, scramble for, and Smith comes up with it for East Hickman. And so East Hickman with their first possession of the ball game. Willie Smith, who wears number 3 on his back. Smith with a pass over to McGahee, who wears number 2. Then over to Matt Gordon. Gordon wearing number 23 for a shot that's no good. Coming down to rebound, the Bulldogs. With that rebound, tracking down the loose ball was number 23, Jenkins. And then here's the ball. Shot good to score 2-0 now. And McGahee quickly up the floor for East Hickman. McGahee over it comes to Smith. Smith with a shot that is no good. Putback is good as it rattled around and fell through good. That shot not Matt Gordon, let's see, let me find where I've done with my schedule, by McGahee. As McGahee gets the shot to go. And then here on the other end is the Bulldogs, and here's Lawson with a shot that's no good. The putback of Dotson, no good. Rebounded by Joey Givens for East Hickman, as Givens coming down with the rebound. Numbers have changed for East Hickman. We'll get with the program here in a minute. Bradley McGahee with it into the front court over to Givens. Givens on the left wing. Givens goes down deep in the corner. That's Matt Gordon with it in the corner. Cut off there, back out top the key. McGahee now over to Willie Smith. Smith dish down in the corner to Gordon. Gordon spinning shot, no good. Rebounded by Dotson. Dotson comes up with the rebound over to Jenkins. Jenkins in the front court on the right wing. Hands to Dotson. Dotson, 10-foot jumper short. Rebound scramble for Givens with it for East Hickman. As Joey Givens, good rebounding position. Drought hauls in the rebound. The score 2-2 as we're tied at 2 apiece. First quarter of play. Givens with the ball at the free throw line. Dish down on the baseline for a shot that is missed. Shot taken by Matt Gordon. Gordon couldn't get it to fall. Jenkins with the ball for Hickman County. Passes inside to Dotson. Dotson, nice look on the inside. Dishes to number 22. Let's see. That would be Powers. And then the shot taken and rebounded by East Hickman. So McGahee with it into the front court, leaves it for Gordon. Gordon down the right corner to McGahee. The dish inside Givens. Back out top the key to Smith. Smith inside to Clay Rochelle. Then the ball is going to be thrown away. No saved in backcourt, no lost in backcourt. There's the pass a little too strong. Willie Smith went back, tried to save it, got a hand on it, but couldn't tip it back into the front court. So the backcourt violation will turn the ball over, and it will be Hickman County's ball. Jenkins with it on the inbounds play. Michael Jenkins getting the starting nod tonight. Jenkins with a shot. Lawson there with the rebound. Lawson turns, spins to shoot his shot. No good, but Lawson fouled on the inside. We said Adam Lawson was a hero of the Lewis County game. He gave them the real spark that they needed when it looked like Lewis County was going to pull off a victory. Lawson really a tremendous outing for Adam Lawson. So Adam Lawson at the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws for the Bulldogs of Hickman County Middle School. Lawson's first free throw, good. Score now 3-2 as Hickman County up by 1. Lawson will have another free throw. Lawson's second free throw short. Dotson with the rebound, the tip back, no good. Rochelle had a hand on it, lost it, and lost it over to Powers, and then Powers scrambling for the loose ball and a jump ball whistle. Clay Rochelle there for the Eagles. And the possession area favors East Hickman. Inbounds pass to Willie Smith. Smith to McGahee. McGahee quickly up the left sideline. Dish inside Rochelle. Lost it. Scramble for Dotson. Picks up the loose ball for Hickman County. Dotson over to Powers, now to Jenkins. Jenkins into the front court, top of the key. Over to Lever. Lever, penetration move in the paint. Stumbles, ball loose. McGahee rebounds or picks up the loose ball, rather, for the Eagles from East Hickman. McGahee set to come into front court. 3-2 the score. The Bulldogs up by 1. Matt Gordon. Gordon has the ball slapped out of his hands. Jenkins with the steal. Jenkins to the hoop, has the numbers, lays it up too hard. Givens with the rebound for East Hickman. Givens with a nice rebound, leaves it for Willie Smith at the top of the key. Smith then over to McGahee, back to Smith. Back over to Gordon. Gordon looks inside, passes inside. Rochelle turns, spins, and shoots his shot. No good. Rochelle with the rebound, his putback blocked away by Dotson, and Dotson has the ball stolen out of his hands by Givens, but Givens saves it back in bounds. There's Powers to receive the loose ball over to Jenkins, now to Lawson. Lost a 15-foot jumper, no good. Givens with the rebound for East Hickman. And so Joey Givens with the rebound hands it over to Bradley McGahee. McGahee at the top of the key, goes to the left wing, Matt Gordon. Gordon bothered there by Jenkins defensively, finally gets it to Rochelle. Rochelle back down in the corner, McGahee works the baseline, cut off. Back out to Gordon, back to Smith. Smith looks to penetrate, does. His shot up, no good. Dotson with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Dotson, nice long pass up ahead to Lever for a layup, bottom. 5-2 the score. As McGahee with, or rather Lever with the run out that time, as he got a good break on the ball, and Dotson with a nice pass. East on the other end, shot up to air ball. Gordon with the rebound for the Eagles. Over to McGahee. McGahee, three-point shot, short, and lost out of bounds. It will be Hickman County's ball with 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. The Bulldogs up by 3, 5-2 the score. Grant Lever on the inbounds play over to Jenkins. Michael Jenkins into the front court for Hickman County. And then there's a steal by Givens. Givens with the pilfer. He takes it to the hoop for the layup. Good. Beautiful play by Givens. Very athletic. As Givens got the steal, controlled the ball, took it to the hoop for the good layup. The score 5-4 is Hickman County up by 1. Back on the other end, dish inside Lawson. Lawson for a shot that's no good, but I think the foul occurred before the buzzer sounded. We'll hold right here for just a second. And indeed, that's going to be the call. Foul is going to be on Clay Rochelle. And so standing all by his lonesome at the free throw line will be Adam Lawson to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is up. It is good. Nothing but net. 6-4 the score now as Hickman County's lead stretched to 2. Could be 3. Second free throw, good. As Adam Lawson is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The score now 7-4. Now, we'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. Hey, Roger Dotson, Hickman County Middle School Bulldogs up by 3, 7-4. As B.A. Anglin, the head coach for the East Eagles, met with his team, Hickman County, with possession. Dish on the inside to Powers, who spins and shoots his shot, no good. Dotson with the rebound to put back, no good, and then Dotson tips it back up, good. The score now 9-4 as Hickman County up by 5. Bradley McGahee set to bring it into the front court for the Eagles from East Hickman. Over to Willie Smith. Smith looks inside, had a cutter there. Rochelle with the low post position, but couldn't get in the basketball. Then the ball stolen away. Mason Floyd up with the steal as Floyd checks in for the Dogs. And Floyd at the top of the key. Dishes to Lever. Lever, 15-foot jumper. Too hard. Rebounded by McGahee for the Eagles. McGahee up ahead to Smith. Smith set to come into the front court. Smith up into the front court and sets the offense for the Dogs. And there's going to be a reach-in foul whistled on Hickman County. And let's see, I think this was away from the basketball. And indeed, that's the call. It's going to be on Floyd. It's Floyd whistle for the reach-in. 9-4 the score. The Dogs up by 5. Inbounds pass East Hickman. They get it to Givens. Givens on the low blocks, double team. There's Powers. There's Lawson. Finally gets it out to Rochelle. Rochelle then with the leave over to Gordon, and Gordon travels with the basketball as Matt Gordon got in the air and had no place to go with the ball and took steps. Dotson on the inbounds pass, gets it over to Mason Floyd. Top of the key, steps up, guns the 17-footer, bottom. Mason Floyd just stepped up. Nobody came to him and took the shot, good. And so it will be McGahee set to come into the front court with 4:30 left to go in the first half. The Eagles trailing by 7. Givens pass down low. Rochelle with it in the paint. Gets it back out to Givens for a shot that's too hard. Rebound tipped around. Mason Floyd up with the loose ball. Floyd quickly in the front court at the free throw line. 15-footer, bottom. 2 jump shots, front of the rim, 15, 16-foot range. Mason Floyd, nothing but net. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. To get play underway in the second quarter, 3:50 left to go in the first half. Mason Floyd with it for the Dogs on the steal. Floyd with the dish down inside to Dotson. Dotson then with a shot that's no good. Floyd with the rebound, kicks it back out, and the ball lost out of bounds by Hickman County as Lever over there trying to save it, but stepped on the sideline. Let's see, for the Eagles checking in, JoJo Walsh, Josh Dunnigan will come in as Rochelle will go out, Givens will go out. So it'll be Walsh set to inbound to McGahee. And McGahee set to come into the front court. There's Lever to pick him up at half court. McGahee around Lever into the paint. Nice dish on the inside for shot. Good. David Russell in the ball game for the Eagles off of the right block. Got the shot to go. Mason Floyd into the front court for Hickman County. Floyd dish over to that's 35. Zach Gordon over to Zach Gordon. Gordon back out top of the key inside to Lawson. Lawson for a shot that's no good. Rebound by Dunnigan. As Dunnigan comes down with the rebound for the Eagles. Dunnigan with the lead over to McGahee. McGahee now over the left wing, cut off there, kicks it over to Gordon. Gordon, free throw line, shot up, no good. Ball lost out of bounds as Matt Gordon put up the air ball. Checking back in for Hickman County, let's see, that'll be Michael Jenkins. Also coming in for the Dogs is Patrick Brady. So Brady, Dotson, Lever, Floyd, and Jenkins for the Dogs. Walsh, Dunnigan, McGahee, and we'll get the other two numbers in a minute. Here's a shot up and good by Hickman County. That shot, I think, by number 5, Patrick Brady. Yes, it's Brady working off the left wing to score. 15-6 now as the Bulldogs up by 9. Matt Gordon with it for the Eagles. Gordon looks inside, got Dunnigan low post, can't get him the ball. Drives in, cut off, leaves it back out for McGahee. McGahee on the left wing, now back to the center court, leaves it over for Russell. Russell, cross-court pass to Gordon, now to McGahee. McGahee looks inside, gets the screen, his shot blocked. Dotson with the rebound, and then coming up with the loose ball was Patrick Brady, and then Brady takes a tumble and loses it out of bounds. Touch last by Hickman County, and so the Dogs will inbound. Inbound pass, Dotson there got a hand on it. Dunnigan finally comes up with the loose ball for a shot that's no good. Ball saved back in bounds. McGahee with it for the Eagles. And then McGahee stripped by Floyd. Pass to Patrick to Floyd. Floyd into the lane, travels with the basketball. Patrick Brady got the steal, got it up ahead quickly, but Floyd took steps in the lane. 15-6 with 1 minute and 32 seconds left to go in the first half of the ball game. The Bulldogs up by 9. JoJo Walsh on the right wing takes it into the paint, curls, dish inside Russell for a shot, no good. Rebound, Dunnigan spins, shoots his shot, no good. Dotson had a hand on it. Russell with the rebound, puts it back up, no good. Dunnigan with the putback, that is no good. And finally Floyd up with it for the Dogs as the Eagles had the opportunity, could not get the shot to fall. Jenkins, Michael Jenkins, down to Dotson. Baseline move, puts it up, good. Matthew Dotson coming out of the deep right corner, took it to the hoop, got the layup to fall. It'll be Gordon set to bring it in for the Eagles, and then leaves it over for McGahee. McGahee, Brady out there defensively across the timeline. Here's a dish over to Gordon. Gordon with a pass inside Russell. Russell penetration move, cut off, leaves it back out, right wing shot, no good. Rebounded by Dotson. Dotson over to Mason Floyd. Floyd, long pass up the floor, wants Lever. Lever in the corner, nice job to save it. Lever curls into the paint, layup missed, rebound. Dunnigan had a hand on it, then over to Russell, and Russell rips it away for the Eagles as Russell finally gets it over to Gordon. Gordon in with a dish down to Walsh. Walsh with a shot that is no good. Dotson there on the rebound for Hickman County. Dotson 2-on-1 breakaway as Brady pulls up, shoots a three, no good, and there's the buzzer that ends the first half of play. The Bulldogs up by 11 points. The score 17-6. We'll break right here for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman County Middle School basketball. Bill Skelton here with you for Kicks 96 Sports. Glad to have you folks along for some middle school basketball action on this Monday night. In earlier action, the Lady Bulldogs defeated the East Lady Eagles. The final score 23-43, a 20-point victory. That does not really denote how close the ball game was. Really, for 3 quarters of play, we were virtually even. Then in the late third quarter, Hickman County hit a couple of big buckets and began to pull away and ended up winning by 20. Now at the halftime of the boys' action, the Eagles trail the final score, score at halftime rather, 17-6, an 11-point edge for the Bulldogs. The scoring in the first half of tonight's ball game. The problem for East is they have not been able to get their shots to fall. They have gotten some good looks at the bucket. They simply have not been able to get their shots in the basket. Scoring for the Eagles, Joey Givens, who started tonight for the Eagles, hit a bucket in the first quarter and has 2 points at the end of the first half. David Russell, who didn't start but came in the second quarter, hit a bucket in the second quarter, and he has 2 points. in the ball game. Clay Rochelle, who started in the post position tonight for the Eagles, Clay Rochelle yet to score in tonight's ball game. Willie Smith starting at point guard, and Bradley McGahee at the off our shooting guard, also yet to score in the ball game. Then Matt Gordon who started in wing position for the Eagles. Gordon hit a bucket in the first quarter rather, and has 2 points in the ball game. The Eagles scored 4 points in the first quarter, able to score only 2 points in the second quarter. Now the scoring for Hickman County. Matthew Dotson, who started tonight. Dotson with a couple of buckets in the second quarter as Dotson beginning to get the range, hit a couple of buckets. Dotson with a total of 4 points in tonight's game in the first half. Also scoring 4 points for Hickman County, Grant Lever. Lever hit a couple of buckets as Lever able to shoot from the left wing. Lever canned a couple in the first quarter. Lever with a total of 4 points in the first half. Michael Jenkins hit a bucket in the second quarter and has 2 at half. Mason Floyd, who did not start tonight but came in and shot a couple of pretty 15-foot jumpers from out in front of the bucket, has 4 points at the end of the first half. And then Adam Lawson with 3 free throws in the first quarter of play as the Bulldogs lead the Eagles from East Hickman. The score 17. We'll back for another 2 minutes, and then we'll be back with second half action. You're listening to Hickman County, East Hickman Middle School basketball.
Are you looking forward to the cooler weather, but not the big electric bill?
Rochelle, Willie Smith, Bradley McGahee, and Matt Gordon as the Eagles trail by 11 points. The score 17-6. East Hickman with possession to start the second half. Inbound pass comes to McGahee, now to Smith, now to Givens. Givens down in the corner over to Gordon. Back out to Givens. Givens looks inside. Rochelle on the block, can't get him the ball. Leaves it down inside for a shot attempt, blocked away by Hickman County. With that block, Zach Gordon got a hand on it. Hickman County with possession into the front court. Lever for a shot from the left wing that is no good, rebounded by East Hickman. McGahee with the rebound for the Eagles of East Hickman. Over to Smith. Smith to Rochelle, over to Givens. Givens guns a three, bottom. Joey Givens that time from the right wing, canned a three-pointer. And so now the score 17-9. The lead whittled down to 8 by East Hickman. Lawson, baseline jumper, no good. No, make that not Lawson, but Powers. It's Powers with a baseline jumper that is no good. East Hickman with possession of the basketball. Set to come into the front court will be McGahee. McGahee pass over to Gordon, now to Willie Smith. Smith, right wing to Givens. Givens looks down, gets it in the corner to Gordon, back to Givens. Ball stolen away by Mason Floyd. Floyd starting the second half for the Bulldogs. Floyd up ahead to Michael Jenkins. Jenkins dish inside. It comes to Zach Gordon, and then Zach Gordon with a shot that's good. And he was fouled. No, that shot attempt not by Gordon, but it's going to be made by Powers as Powers gets his shot to go. And he was fouled. And so Justin Powers will be at the free throw line for the Dogs to shoot the charity toss. Free throw on the way, no good. Givens with the rebound for East Hickman. Givens quickly up the floor, long pass ahead up to Smith. Smith cut off on the baseline, dribbles back out to the free throw line, 15-foot jumper, no good, rebounded by Lever for the Bulldogs. Grant Lever up with it in the backcourt, gets it over to Mason Floyd. Floyd across the timeline into the front court, full court pressure, Givens. Givens with a hand on it, Floyd saves it, dish inside Gordon, layup good. Score 23-9 now as the Bulldogs continue to add to the lead. 14-point lead, and now let's see, we've got a whistle. And let's see what's happened. We've got a timeout for a little bit of equipment adjustment, I believe, as JoJo Walsh checking in the game and tuck his shirt in. And so it'll be Willie Smith to inbound for East. Brings it into McGahee. McGahee to Walsh. Inside it comes to Rochelle. Rochelle bothered by Floyd. Ball stripped away. Picked up by Lever. Grant Lever up with the loose ball for the Bulldogs. And Lever into the front court. Hickman County very active defensively. Over to Dotson. Dotson off the baseline. Leaves it back for Powers. Shot no good. Gordon with the rebound. His foot back no good. And then Gordon foul from behind. As Zach Gordon came down with the rebound. Couldn't get it to go. Foul is going to be on Joey Givens. As Givens fouled Gordon. So it will be Floyd to inbound for Hickman County. Floyd brings it into Lever. Lever in the deep left corner. Works his way back out left wing. 17-foot jumper. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Willie Smith with the rebound for the Eagles at the free throw line. Leaves it for Givens. Givens 15-foot jumper. No good. And they're going to say the ball went over the backboard, which is out of bounds. And so it will be Hickman County's basketball. It'll be Powers set to inbound for the Dogs. Powers to Floyd, back to Powers, now to Lever. Lever into the front court, looks head Dotson ahead on the right wing, but couldn't get him the ball. Back over it comes to Floyd. Floyd off the dribble, works to his left, cut off there, leaves it for Dotson. Dotson back over to Lever. Lever now curls into the paint, drives to the bucket for a layup, good. 25-9, 16-point lead for the Dogs as Hickman County continues to pour it on. McGahee set to come into the front court. McGahee over to Smith. Smith inside pass to Rochelle, stolen away. Gordon with the steal for Hickman County. Leaves it for Floyd. Floyd into the front court. Floyd's pass knocked away. Walsh there. Smith finally picks it up, gets it ahead of Walsh. Walsh with a layup, good. JoJo Walsh, nice steal. Willie Smith came up with it, pushed it up ahead to JoJo, and JoJo with the layup. Floyd back the other way for the Dogs. Dish inside. Zach Gordon shot, no good, but Gordon fouled. Collision occurred underneath. Joey Givens, I think, will pick up the foul for the Eagles as Givens got back defensively, and then we had a collision on the left side of the basket. So Gordon will be at the free throw line for the Dogs. 25-11 the score, 14-point lead. Free throw, Gordon, good. Powers will check out. Michael Jenkins back in for Hickman County. Russell checks in as McGahee checks out for the Eagles. Second free throw. Zach Gordon on the way. It is in and out. Rebound. Dotson had a hand on it, lost it, scrambled for on the floor. Jump ball whistle. Possession error favors Hickman County. And so the Bulldogs will maintain possession on the jump ball, and it will be Floyd to inbound for the Dogs. Floyd brings it into Dotson. Dotson in the left wing, works baseline. Cross court pass over to Gordon. Gordon with the layup, good. Zach Gordon just powered that shot up as he got it on the right block, took it to the hoop, powered it up good. Willie Smith into the front court for the Eagles. Smith dishes right over to Russell. Inside Rochelle, now back over to Walsh. Back to Rochelle, spins into the paint, cut off, back over to Russell for a shot that is no good. Rebound over to Willie Smith. Smith then with it, nearly lost it, saves it before it goes out of bounds to Walsh, now to Russell. Russell's pass stolen away by Jenkins. Michael Jenkins steps in the pass lane, gets it up to Dotson, ahead to Gordon. Gordon for the layup, good. 30-11, 19-point lead for the Bulldogs. Willie Smith set to come into the front court for East Hickman. Smith working off the dribble, top of the key, goes right to Givens, to Russell, to Walsh, inside to Rochelle. Wants to shoot, can't, kicks it back out to Russell, now to Smith. Then Smith's pass stolen away by Floyd. Floyd drives to the hoop. The shot no good. Rebounded by Givens, and Givens fouled from behind by Michael Jenkins. Jenkins came down on Joey Givens' back. And so it will be East Hickman's basketball. And it will be Willie Smith to inbound. He's going to need a little help. Let's see, checking out, Zach Gordon comes out. Patrick Brady back in. Michael Jenkins there. Matthew Dotson, Adam Lawson, and Grant Lever for Hickman County. Willie Smith, McGahee, David Russell, Josh Dunnigan, and JoJo Walsh for East Hickman. Shot by East Hickman, no good. Rebounded by Hickman County. Long pass to Dotson underneath the basket. Just couldn't get him the ball. And the ball slapped away out of bounds. I think it was touched last by David Russell for East Hickman. And so it will be the Bulldogs to inbound underneath their own basket with 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter, up by 19 points. Jenkins brings it into Dotson. Dotson at the free throw line. Dish down underneath Brady. Layup no good. Rebound by Lawson. Lawson's foul before he can get his shot back up again. That will put Lawson at the free throw line as Adam Lawson picked up the garbage bucket on the weak side, put it back up. Couldn't get it to go, but did draw the foul with 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And we are fixing to see some new Bulldogs. First free throw missed. Let's see. New Bulldogs coming in for Hickman County. Nicholas Batt will check in. And let's see. Also coming in, that's Brian Ward. And we'll get the rest of the numbers. Patrick Brady remains in for the Bulldogs. Second free throw, Lawson, good. Also in the game for the Bulldogs, number 14, that's Andrew Greer. East Hickman with possession, trailing by 20 points. McGahee to Smith to Russell. Spins, shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Dunnigan. Dunnigan back out to McGahee for a three-point shot at the buzzer that would have counted, but it was no good. And so after 3 quarters of play, the Eagles trail by 20. The score 31-11. We'll break right here for 1 minute, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. Quarter, East Hickman with possession, missed a couple of shots. Now the ball knocked loose. McGahee with the rebound. McGahee with a shot that is blocked away as Brian Ward got a hand on it, but then the ball lost out of bounds by Hickman County. And so it will be East Hickman to inbound side front court. Had a passel of new players in. Nicholas Batts, Adam Lawson, who's not new to the game, coming out. Brian Ward also coming out. JoJo Walsh on the inbound pass. Three-point shot on the way from the right wing. No good. Dotson with the rebound. Long pass up ahead to Gordon, and then Gordon travels with the basketball. As Zach Gordon, have a Matt Gordon for East Hickman, as Zach Gordon just tried to stop and couldn't travel with the basketball. Into the front court, Bradley McGahee for the Eagles, over to Willie Smith. Smith, left wing, penetrates, shot up off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Russell. Russell with the putback for the Eagles, no good. Dotson tracks down the loose ball, double teamed in the corner, and then Matthew Dotson fouled from behind. Could be on Walsh, could be on Dunnigan. I think either player could have been whistled for the foul. It's going to be on JoJo Walsh for East Hickman. And so it will be Powers to inbound for the Bulldogs. Brings it into Floyd, ahead to Dotson. Dotson double team, passes over the top of it, over to Powers. Powers with a intended pass slapped away. Saved by Hickman County, down to Powers for a shot, no good. Gordon with the rebound, no good, and then Dunnigan rebounds for the Eagles. Dunnigan over to McGahee. McGahee working against Floyd. Floyd picks his pocket. Floyd takes it to the hoop for the layup, good. Pretty play by Mason Floyd as Floyd anticipated that crossover dribble, stole it, and took it to the hoop. The score 33-11, a 22-point lead. And then Floyd almost with another steal, but saved by Smith. Over to Walsh. Walsh into the paint. Dishes to Dunnigan. Dunnigan with a shot too hard over the mark and rebounded by Dotson. Matthew Dotson with it for the Dogs. Dotson down in the corner with a pass. Scramble for the ball's loose. wanted to get the lever. Dunnigan finally comes up with a long pass ahead to Russell. Russell with a shot blocked away. And getting back quickly, Zach Gordon ran the floor. Russell with the shot, the ball blocked away. And so let's see, it will be the Eagles basketball. Pretty defensive play by Zach Gordon. Inbounds play, they bring it in. JoJo Walsh with a nice dish on the inside to Russell for shot, good. Pretty play, JoJo Walsh got to David Russell. Russell put it up good. Into the front court comes Mason Floyd. Nice look inside to Gordon for layup, good. Good passing by both of these teams on the last two possessions. Willie Smith set to come into the front court for East Hickman. Smith across the timeline, leaves it for Givens. Back over to Walsh, curls into the paint. Ball stripped away. Gordon comes up with it. Gordon up ahead to Lever. Lever there defensively is Givens. Givens with a beautiful play, took it right out of Lever's hands. Joey Givens pass up ahead to Russell. Russell in the paint, cut off, leaves it for Walsh. Walsh with a layup. It is no good, but a foul whistled underneath. It's going to be on Hickman County. And so JoJo Walsh will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Eagles. 35-13 the score, a 22-point lead for the Bulldogs. JoJo Walsh at the free throw line for East Hickman. Walsh's first free throw is no good. Let's see, Gordon comes out for Hickman County. Jenkins back in for the Dogs. Walsh missed the first free throw. Will have another as he was fouled in the action shooting. Second free throw, too hard. Rochelle with the rebound over to Russell, and then Russell dribbles it off his knee out of bounds. And so it will be Hickman County's basketball. Eagles had a good shot that time to score a bucket, but Russell couldn't control the dribble and lost it out of bounds. Michael Jenkins with it for the Dogs. Into the front court. Pass intended for Dotson. Nearly stolen away. Saved by Lever. Lever with a shot that's no good. Powers with the rebound is put back, no good. And then Gordon with the rebound is fouled underneath. And no, not Gordon. It's going to be Matthew Dotson as Dotson came down with the rebound. And he was fouled on a reach-in. That foul is on David Russell. And so Matthew Dotson will be at the charity stripe for the Dogs. He will shoot 2. Dotson, eyes, guns, too hard. Hit the back of the iron and came straight out. Lawson checking back in for Hickman County. Also Brady. Floyd will come out, as did Gordon. Dotson at the free throw line to shoot the second of 2 free throws. 2:43 left to go in the ball game. Hickman County with a big, big lead. Second free throw good, and timeout asked for. With timeout asked for, we'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Hickman County, East Hickman basketball. To go to the ball game, East Hickman with possession. At the top of the key is Gordon. Gordon now with it, dish down in the on the baseline to Smith for a shot that's no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School. Brady with it, long pass up ahead to Dotson. Dotson, three-point shot, right wing, in and out. No good, rebounded by Russell for the Eagles. Russell then with a pass over to Willie Smith. Smith then dishes over to McGahee, or Gordon rather. Gordon in with a pass down in the corner. Smith lost out of bounds. As Smith dribbles it off his foot, it will be Lawson to inbound for the Dogs. Lawson set to bring it in to Patrick Brady. Brady, top of the key over to Jenkins. Jenkins, nice pass inside. Powers for a shot that's good, and he's fouled from behind. Nice shot that time. Justin Powers got the ball on the lower right block, took it into the hoop, got the shot to go, and was fouled from behind. So Powers will be at the free throw line to shoot the bonus toss for the Bulldogs. 38-13 the score. Free throw on the way. It's good. Hit the front of the rim, rattled in. Now let's see. Checking in for Hickman County. Number 14, that's Andrew Greer. Number 45, that's Brian Ward. 15, Dotson remains. Patrick Brady remains. And Michael Jenkins remains for Hickman County. Willie Smith into the front court, leaves it for Russell. Russell, top of the key. Dishes over to Gordon. Gordon, left wing, down in the corner. They bring it to Russell. Back to Gordon, back to Russell. Russell, 15-foot jumper, bottom. Gordon from the left corner cans the J. 39-15. Dotson, top of the key, shot no good. Rebound saved by the Bulldogs from going out of bounds. They get it inside to Ward, and Ward with a pass that is stolen away by the Eagles. Willie Smith with it for East Hickman. Smith over to Russell, over to Gordon. Gordon on the wing, down in the corner. Russell guns the jumper too hard. Jenkins with the rebound, and Jenkins almost had it stolen away by Smith, but finally kicks it over to Greer. Greer with a pass inside, wanted to get it to Jenkins, and Jenkins with a hand on the ball knocks it out of bounds. As Russell came up with the loose ball, wanted to pass it ahead, Jenkins got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. And let's see, we've got a timeout asked for by Hickman County. We'll break right here for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. You're listening to East Hickman, Hickman County Middle School basketball. Willie Smith, Matt Gordon, and Clay Rochelle for the Eagles, as the Eagles, with 47 seconds left to go in the ball game, will inbound side back court. Willie Smith into the front court, leaves it for Russell. Russell down deep in the corner to Smith. Inside it comes to Givens. Givens shakes, bakes, shot up, no good. Rebound scramble for and lost out of bounds by the Eagles. And so it will be Hickman County set to inbound. It will be Jordan Hedges. Hedges will inbound for Hickman County. Hedges set to inbound to Andrew Greer. Greer with it into the front court for the Dogs. 26 seconds left to go. Pass over to Nicholas Batts. Batts back over to Hutchins. Zach Hutchins for a shot that's no good. Rebounded by Givens. Givenson has the ball. Nearly stolen away by Hutchins, but saved by Givens. Givens with a pass over to Litton. Litton then with the ball knocked loose. Wanted Gordon. The ball knocked loose. Long pass. Hickman County lost out of bounds. Tried to push the ball up to Hutchins, and Hutchins was ahead, but the pass a little too hard and lost. With 1 second left to go, it will be East Hickman set to inbound the basketball. They bring it in to Givens, and there's the buzzer that ends the ball game. The final score tonight in the ball game for the boys, 39-15. We'll break right here for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Hickman County, East Hickman basketball.
Around the corner, and Sensible Gas is ready to help you keep the chills at bay with warm, dependable natural gas heat. Our rebate program is still going strong.
The Hickman County Middle School, Bill Skelton here with you for Kicks 96 Sports, and the Bulldogs from Hickman County Middle School have defeated the Eagles from East Hickman. The final score in tonight's game, 39-15, as the Bulldogs win by 24. In action earlier in the night, the Lady Bulldogs won that game also. The final score, 43-23, as the Lady Bulldogs win by 20. And so in the first match of the season between East Hickman and Hickman County, the Bulldogs come away with 2 victories on the night. Both games, though, good ball games. East Hickman playing quite well. A lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm by the East Hickman players. The East Hickman girls have some talent on the inside. They were in their game all the way until within the last quarter or so, last minute maybe of the third quarter, when Hickman County hit a couple of buckets just real quickly that kind of seemed to rattle temporarily East Hickman, and then the Lady Dogs streaked out to a pretty big lead and ended up winning by 20. But that game for 3 quarters, or almost 3 quarters of play, was almost a dead even basketball game. Not so, on the other hand, for the Eagles and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs led all the way in tonight's game. As we said, they ended up winning by a total of 20 points. The final score, 39-15, as the Bulldogs with just a little bit too much firepower for East Hickman, as East Hickman just does not have the size to contend with the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs come away with a victory. And if I can get Coach Smithson over here to hand me the scorebook, I'll give you the individual scoring. Thanks, Coach. Let's see the scoring tonight for East Hickman. Joey Givens started tonight, had 2 points at the end of the first half, added a 3-point bucket in the third quarter. Givens with a total of 5 points in the ball game. JoJo Walsh started, or did not start tonight, but came in very quickly in the second quarter for East Hickman. Walsh hit a bucket in the third quarter, has 2 points for his night's work. Also scoring tonight, Matt Gordon. Gordon had a bucket in the first quarter of play. Gordon came back, did not score in the last half of the ball game, as Gordon finishes up with 2 points. And then the leading scorer tonight for the East Hickman Eagles, David Russell. Russell with 6 points in the game tonight. Russell had a bucket in the second quarter, came back in the fourth quarter, added 2 more buckets for a total of 6 points on the night for David Russell. Now the scoring quickly for Hickman County. Starting tonight, Matthew Dotson. Dotson had 4 points at the end of the half, added a free throw in the fourth quarter. Matthew Dotson with a total of 5 points on the night. Justin Powers hit a couple of buckets and a free throw in the second half of tonight's game. Powers with a total of 5 points in the game. Adam Lawson had 3 points at the end of the first half, all on free throws, added another free throw in the third quarter, as Adam Lawson finishes up his night's work with 4 points to his credit. Then Grant Lever hit 2 buckets quickly in the first quarter of play and added a bucket in the third quarter, a total of 6 points on the night for Grant Lever. Michael Jenkins getting the starting nod tonight. Jenkins added a bucket in the second quarter. Jenkins with a total of 2 points on the night. Also with 6 points, Mason Floyd. Floyd didn't start, but Mason Floyd came in and hit a couple of really, really nice shots near the middle or end of the second quarter. Had 4 points at half, added another bucket in the fourth quarter, a total of 6 points in the ball game for Mason Floyd. And then the leading scorer tonight for Hickman County, Zach Gordon. Gordon had 4 buckets in the third quarter, added another bucket in the fourth quarter, plus a free throw in the third quarter for a total of 11 points on the night, as Zach Gordon leads the way for the Bulldogs, as the Bulldogs win tonight. Again, the final score 39-15. The Lady Dogs win 43-23. That's going to wrap up our broadcast for tonight. Glad to have you folks along for our broadcast. We'll remind our radio audience that this will be replayed over cable channel 99. It will be on Wednesday at 6. I want to invite you folks to tune in. We anticipate doing a lot of high school sports and middle school sports over the course of this school year. So I want to invite you folks to stay tuned. Check with cable channel 99. We'll keep you informed about when different broadcasts are going to be on. So until our next broadcast, this is Bill Skelton for Kicks 96 Sports and HCMS Television, reminding you have been listening to WNKX, your industrial strength sports station in southern Middle Tennessee. Until then, good night, all.
You've been listening to Middle School Basketball.